Hello, my lovelies. Can you all hear me? Hopefully, because I don't want any tech issues this time. I can't deal with it, guys. I've been going through too much. But we are on YouTube today. Hopefully all goes smoothly. I actually didn't have much trouble setting this up, so here we are. Hello, hello, welcome. Hopefully, yes, thank you for joining me. Hopefully I'm audible to all you. Karis, no worries if you have to go, or anyone. Thank you very much for joining in. You can see in the background that I've been working on something while I've been off stream, but that is just because I've been really lazy with my group projects, and I'm finally going to do some of that today because you guys have all been really creative and I have not been. I've been doing tech support with Twitch and getting nowhere. But anyway, this stream is going to be a fun stream. Kara says the chippies are so cute. I know. I wish I had everyone's names written down who actually contributed. I think we're missing. I had to get rid of one here for I think copyright's sake, just because I'm not sure if the original artist would want the things reposted. But I've put your guys' submissions up, and look how cute they are. I love seeing everyone's like different styles and such. I think it's really, really cute. As a side note, you might see in the title, we've got cat cam today. No one in Discord has yet to meet my cats. I don't know if we're gonna have any more people joining us. If not, you guys are the lucky few to see my cats first, or strictly speaking, just one of them. He's waiting here, he's patient. He knows he's gonna get his treats. Hello, welcome for joining us. Thank you. Forgive me, guys, if I'm a little bit tired today. I've been out all day, enjoying the sunshine on the beach and getting a little bit sunburnt, but here we are. No worries for joining late, that's absolutely fine. We are just sort of settling in. Again, guys, this is going to be a really chill stream. If you have, your sketchbooks out, or maybe you want to also do some little group projects, suggest some in the chat, go for it. I know there's always people interested. These go really quickly, it seems. You guys really like doing these group projects, so go ahead, find some, put them in the Discord if you want. I know there's another one that I don't think I can show it, but I have also to work on that some of you have also contributed to, but I'm going to do this one for now just because it's a little simple one. And then later on I will hopefully bring up the cat cam. I might even get it up now. Iris says, sun in the UK, that's unheard of. I know. We had patches of it, but it's so humid. It's still really warm. And I still got sunburn, even though there was like cloud cover for half the day. So remember to put on your sunscreen, guys, and drink loads of water. I am actually going to turn on the cat cam now, I think, just so I can get it up at the start of stream, and that way, if my lovely little cat decides to join us, because he's on the floor right now, not in his cat bed, if he joins us, you guys can see. I might tempt him up with a few treats. Also, you guys are gonna have to forgive me. The chat in YouTube is slower than the Twitch chat, and also the YouTube stream is a tiny bit delayed. So if I don't read your messages quickly, that's the reason why. In the UK, is the sun really rare? Yeah, kind of. I feel like I don't know if you've ever seen the introduction to How to Train Your Dragon, where they're talking about it being like essentially miserable and rainy for like most of the year. That's basically what the UK is. But we love it. We love it, sort of. I don't mind the rain because I've got a really nice skylight, which allows me to hear the rain. It's really beautiful. Kara says, what about doing a blank canvas and letting people add their own pics instead of using other poses and stuff? That could help, like if someone sets up a big a scene and then the rest of us can fill it in. I think that's a really good idea. Yeah, I think that would be easier than what we currently have going. just like getting that sorted out to begin with. I'm happy to do sort of like a set up like a canvas and do a starting illustration, though I will work on this little like chibi drawing for now, I think. But in the meantime, just gonna quickly set up the cat cam. So bear with me guys, it should work really easy, and maybe I can bring the little guy up. Mary Faye says, gonna draw a base for a group project, hoping to work on it this stream. Oh, that sounds really fun. If you do end up doing that, let me know in this chat and I'll head over to the Discord and quickly have a look at it. Right, let me see. Cat cam. It should be. There we go. Right. Let me know if you guys can see what should hopefully be a little frame with a picture of some plushies and an empty cat bed. If you guys can see that, that's where the cat cam is going to be when my cat decides to behave. But let me see if I can tempt him out later. He's being really misbehaving, naughty I suppose is the word right now, and he's trying to sit on top of my PC. I don't know why he's doing that, because it's really warm and he's a really furry little guy. So he's just essentially like boiling himself. Mary Faye says you can see it, that is great. Let me see if I can tempt him over. I got him some new toys as I went out shopping. He really likes the sound of bells, and so I've got ones that make noise. He's already ripped apart this one. He's infamous for ripping apart toys in about 10 minutes after he gets them, so I have to keep buying more. If I'm a little bit distant, it's because my microphone is a little bit far away from the cat bed. I'm gonna see if I can bring him over I'll see if I can carry him and tempt him with a couple treats, because he's being really good and sitting in my room. Come here, little guy. There we go. He's not that interested right now, but he is giving you a good shot there. This is Miku. He is one of my cats. He is a little Bengal cat. I will give him some treats because it might convince him to stay, and they are his favourite. But we'll see how long he stays. Come here, buddy. He knows what these are. He's got like a really bad palate, I say. He eats soft foods only, and these are his favourite. So we're gonna give him one. I think we're gonna give him the chicken one, and we're gonna give him in a little bowl. He kind of knows what's going on. I don't know if you can see his little head poking out, but I'm gonna open one of those and get him a little bit of food, and then we're gonna get on with some drawing. Hopefully he decides to settle down, because that is where he sleeps at night. He's following me around now because he knows he's gonna get some treats. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Yeah, he's up. He has a really loud meow, so forgive me, guys. Come on, buddy. Oh, you're so bad. I'll give him a little bit now, and I might give him the rest in a bit. He's very naughty, so if I sort of have to dip in and out between stream, it's because he's being a little agent of chaos. But hopefully in the next few streams he'll actually decide he wants to stay up here, because that would be really nice. I'd like him to be on the stream sometimes. Come here, buddy. Trouble is with the cat food is it that makes the room smell really bad. Right, now that he's chowing down on some of that, I'm gonna get started with the drawing. I know some of you have already shown your pets in the Discord. I can't remember, because there's so many of us now, I can't remember who has what. I know some of us are big cat lovers as well. But yeah, hopefully he stays. He's probably gonna push that pot around until it's off the bed. Oh well. But he's here now. So I'm gonna get started on this. I've done like a quick underneath sketch. Iris says petting the cat with my mind. I'm sure he's getting the brainwaves. I'm sure he's getting it. So while he's finished eating, I'm just gonna do some doodles. I actually don't have a lot of experience with chibi drawing, so we'll see how this goes. And I know everyone's done sort of like varying, I guess you'd call it like, detail? Varying detail of their chibis. I'm just gonna go simple with this one. I'm not really sure what brush to use, because again, I don't draw a lot, but we'll give it a go. And I should learn how to draw more because I'm going to draw the emotes for the competition, which is next week, guys. I can't believe it. That has come around really fast. Saturday next week, we announce the winners by vote on the emote competition, and I'm really hoping that Twitch will be working by then, but we'll see. It just might not because it's been really bad at the minute. Hello, buddy. I'm gonna move that off camera just so. Yeah, there's no more, buddy. There's no more. But yeah, I've had so many problems with Twitch. I know you guys have been really patient and supportive, so thank you so much for that. But it's just been such an absolute nightmare, and unfortunately, Twitch support is not amazing at the minute because when you submit a ticket, it goes through essentially to AI, and I only recently like sort of figured that out because I was like, why am I getting the same sort of like generic responses for each one? And then I realized it's because it's sort of AI prompted and I need to get basically someone on the case. Amy says, I want to learn how to draw my OC, but I have zero ideas on how to. Oh no, I'm sure, like, honestly, so you've got like an OC in mind. I think just trying to like figure out a little bit of concept art might be a good start. And it doesn't have to be neat or anything. Like, with, like, making characters, oh my god, hold on, I can actually bring it out for you guys because I've got the camera on. My initial rendition of my original character was so scruffy, and even if you start with just, like, really scruffy sketches, it's getting somewhere. And I think I mentioned in the group chat that I would be looking to do a sort of tutorial on like the From Scratch like series where we go over sort of how to draw. I want to do like concept design and like character illustrations as well. Obviously this is going to have to all be produced, and I have some wonderful artist friends who are helping me, but yeah, I hope, even if, like, you know, if you can't draw now, maybe we can all help you as a community to figure it out. But these drawings are gonna look really bad. If I show you my initial, I don't know if you guys can see that. I did it in a tiny little sketchbook. Some of these emotes, hello Mr. Cat, some of these emotes you're kind of familiar with maybe because I've used them in my shorts. But my initial concept design, or my initial name, was going to be Queen Hatrine before I decided to go off and do my own sort of like thing. And then I sort of went more into, sorry, more into like detailing what the character would look like, and working on sort of silhouette and stuff. I think, do I have a silhouette sketch in this book? It might be in another book. Here was my initial character silhouette, and I find working on the silhouette is like a really good way to actually start with an OC design. I think that's how I do most of my designs, from whether it's like book characters or with these ones. Sorry, my cat is wiping his face on my microphone, so if you hear that, I'm really sorry, guys. He's had treats now and he's expecting more, and that's my fault. I'm gonna try and draw these eyes, but I'm not really sure how they're going to come out. I'm actually, oh my god, it's so exciting, but also a little bit daunting. I'm finally on the rigging stages for my VTuber model. Everything is completely like coloured and lined. And I'm really proud of it, guys. Like you know, a couple of weeks ago I didn't think it was, I'd be doing well. I was worrying how it was going to turn out, but I think it looks really good, and I'm really excited to actually like reveal it to you eventually. I'm working on some hopefully soon animation projects as well, with some really talented artists. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited to reveal the whole character. Astrid, hello. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling great right now. Is there any reason for that? Hopefully we can cheer you up on stream. Hopefully you also don't mind listening to me ramble. It's just gonna be a little silly light stream, but hopefully we can all make you feel better here. Oh my god, that was an abysmal eye. We're gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna try and draw the little stars. I added a lot of extra details when I was drawing my avatar up for the VTuber model, and I'm really excited for those as well. I'm also really excited to show you guys some concepts I have planned for future designs as well for the VTuber model, like updates with sort of outfits and accessories. Oh my goodness, I have gone overboard with the accessories, but I'm really excited. I have no idea how to draw these mouths. It's really foreign to me. I think this is gonna look super weird for a little while. I'll probably fix it in edits, maybe after the stream if I don't get it done now. But how are we all today? Hopefully we've been doing well. Hopefully we've eaten. I know someone said in the Discord, maybe a couple of people, they were talking about dentist appointments and such, so hopefully you're all, you know, keeping healthy. What have you all been up to? I said earlier, I've been to the beach. I had ice cream and an awful lot of milkshake, which is probably not healthy for me, but it was very delicious. Kara says, I'm going to take the tiny chibi mismatch and hug and squish. Oh, I'm so nervous too, because my character is, at least the updated model, is kind of highly detailed, and I'm gonna have to sort of lose some of that just to make it chibi, which I think is a fun exercise in simplifying characters and the shapes. Iris says, model rigging is so complicated, I never really got into it. Yes, I've heard it is really complicated, and I've had a lot of people wishing me luck on various platforms. So I know I'm in for a little bit of a challenge, we'll put it that way. But to be honest, I'm really excited because it's been so long since I've actually put my mind to learning something new in art. Like, I have things which I sort of, like, you know, I power on through and just keep drawing similar things, but I haven't really pushed myself to try anything new for a while, and that's what this project kind of is, and I'm really excited. And hopefully also, if I get good at it, I can make more, because it's really fun. I've really liked the whole colouring process, at least. We'll see about the rigging, but Amy, I want to draw something, but I lost my eraser. Oh no! And you have to go. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for tuning in. It was lovely to see you. I appreciate the streams have been like super duper sporadic recently. And I know it probably seems really chaotic for you guys, and I'm trying my best to sort it out. I just wish I wish I could get Twitch to cooperate with me as well. But don't worry, guys. I'm wondering whether I make this hat like almost like fly off in fright, if that makes sense. But then I don't want it to, because I've had to get rid of the other guys, I don't want it to impede on everyone else's lovely sketches. So I'll see about that. Someone said, I don't know who it was, when they were drawing my character that they realised how big my forehead was, which is absolutely true. My eyes on my character are really low down, and so by nature I just have a really huge forehead on my character. So if you're ever drawing me, just, yeah, bear in mind that my character has a huge forehead. I'm not loving the way I'm drawing this hair right now, but you know what? It's just a loose drawing and I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I'm not worried about perfectionism right now. It's just a little silly one. Okay, so clothes, I've got like this, that's the wrong brush. I've got this like draping coming off the arm here. I'm doing this all on one layer and being like extremely brave about it because I'll probably not, it will probably not go in my favour, but oh well, I'm trying something. I don't really know what's happening with the clothes here, but I think once I add a bit more colour it might look better. I also need to sort of emphasise the droopy eyes a bit because, oh, that doesn't work. My character's got really droopy eyes, because I have kind of droopy eyes as well. Kara says that face looked like it'd be a perfect emote. Well, maybe I can add it because I actually haven't finished my my own submissions for the emote drawings, so maybe I'll put that on there. I'll see how it goes. I've got a couple of ones, and I know some people have suggested one. I think we had the drink water, which I think is really funny. So I'm gonna draw one of those as well. I don't love the placement of this body either. We'll see. But I've got a couple of them in mind. I don't know if this was going to be a really silly one. I'll draw it here on the side for a second. Whether you guys have seen like Aran, High School Host Club, which is definitely an older anime. And I watched it growing up as a kid. It's very strange, don't get me wrong, but there's this character called Tamaki, and he has like this signature pose with so like he's sort of standing like this. He's sort of holding like a rose or something, and there's like loads of roses in the background, and he just looks like really he looks really suave and silly. And I really want to draw it because I think it would be really funny, just to have this like silly like suave emote for the chat to use. I think also, you know, when because it will be you guys helping like pick out and elect the emotes at the end of the day. We'll see which ones get used, and we can also cycle through them, because that way, you know, I really appreciate that everyone's gone to the effort of making things. Well, not everyone, but there's been a fair amount of people that have contributed, and I want everyone to see their work like represented in some capacity. So yeah, I think we'll probably end up maybe like every month cycling through different emotes just so everyone gets their chance to shine. I think, okay, where am I landing with this? This is all going to be covered up, so maybe I'll move this back a little bit actually. If I go sort of, oh no, that didn't select both layers, that's cute. I don't know why it's not selecting both of the layers again. Astrophel, hello, welcome back from school. Oh my goodness, I forget everyone's in such different time zones. Hello, you missed the cat. He is still in the room with us. That sounds like he's a ghost. He's in the room, but he's in the corner on the floor because it's really hot. And right now, we're just drawing little chibi scenes. I'm sure you're probably exhausted from school, so don't feel like you have to join us in any capacity. But if you want to pick up a pencil, start sketching, you are absolutely more than welcome to as well. Hopefully you've had a good day at school as well, because I know sometimes it gets really tiring, especially if it's hot like it is over here, and all you want to do is just lie down and go to bed. So don't feel like you have to stay in any capacity. You know, we're more than happy just to like see that you popped in. I always appreciate all of you. Yeah. Also remember to stay hydrated, guys, because I'm having to remember to do that. But yes, water your flesh prison, or so that's said. I'm gonna try and draw this little star again. There was a point where I got really good at freehanding drawing stars, and I think I've lost that art now. It's a bit wonky. But maybe it has charm if it's a bit wonky. Something else that I'm also playing with this sort of chibi is that my character is almost like melting away like a little ghost. So I'm wondering if they just sort of like fade over here with their, I don't know, into like a bunch of wisteria. Astrophel, you're just passing by before you shower. That's good, that's good. Yes, I had a good day. I spent the day on the beach. So, I say on the beach. I was trying to avoid being tanned because I have, like, deathly pale skin, but I got sunburnt. Oh well. I'm just gonna let my cat out, guys. He does want to leave, so we'll see if he comes back later. Play with his toys. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. I always appreciate you, even if you just drop by for a second. I'm afraid this is probably not going to be an awfully... I'll try and capture the little silliness of this chain character, and also the extra details there. No, it's not too bad, Astrophil. I'm actually going to do this hat on another layer because otherwise I think I might cry. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I could have, again, playing with the idea of the hat sort of like flying off, but I'm not really good at drawing anything perspective-wise beyond what I have already done, so maybe I'll just keep it basic and just draw a silly little hat like this. I think it'll do its job. I feel like everyone else's sketches are much more professional than mine. Mine are a little bit wonky, but I'm trying my best. I'm just in the mood to do a bit of a quick silly drawing today, and then I think I'm busy this weekend, but I think next week I can start on working on the series that we were going to do for the like learning the basics of drawing again, because I really want to start that, and also it means if I start it, it means that I can learn things as well quicker, because I'm really keen on learning right now, really. I'm just trying to draw in the wisteria, but I think it's going to look a little bit goofy. Karis says, I've got to fix your arm in the archery pick, so I'm going to work on that. The munchkin has been pacified. I'm glad that they've been pacified, but also don't worry about fixing the arm. Like, honestly, it's beautiful. I also did want to say, I put your art trade in one of the slideshows at the start of the stream, but I think there was a couple of other bits of fan art that I didn't manage to locate, so if anyone has done fan art, there is now a channel for fun to do a traditional drawing for a change. But yeah, this is something that I've been thinking about, and I think that would be a fun little thing. But if anyone else has any other suggestions, do let me know. But if you've got an OC that you desperately want drawing, yeah, let me know, because I would love to draw them. Oh, look at me, not doing stuff on other layers. I don't know if you guys can see that, the crimes that I'm committing with these layers right now, but if you can, I'm really sorry. Kara says you are super pretty and lovely, you need lots of fan art and gifts. No, I don't. I really don't. But I do really appreciate the art that people do give me. It makes me really happy, and honestly I never thought that that would happen. Like I was telling I don't think my mum really knows what fan art is, but I was saying like, oh my goodness, like some people have made art of my character, like I never thought that would happen. And she was looking at it and she was so impressed with how talented you guys all are. You're all so wonderful. So, okay, I've got a little something going on here. I think my line art is a little bit too thick if I look in comparison to everyone else's. It's questionable maybe. I wonder, on Clip Studio you can sometimes correct the line width, so I'm gonna see if I can do that. Oh god, no, narrow. See, that's too thin now. Because some of it I wanted to stay thicker. And it also pixelates it quite a bit. Don't love that. But you know what? No, guys, I'm gonna keep it thicker lineup. Is it Interstellar? Oh, Berry T. Ah, Berry T. Hi. What did you miss? Unfortunately, you missed the cat, but he might come back. I can tempt him up with another treat. We are at the minute just drawing. Oop, I probably shouldn't show that one. We're drawing chibis on the stream. If you guys also want to do some chibi drawings of your own, just pop them in the Discord. You're absolutely welcome to do that. I'm struggling with line art, as you can see, but yeah, not much. Welcome to the stream and thank you for joining us. Hopefully YouTube is nice and the connection is good, but we'll see. I've got all my layers wrong, so I'm going to rename this quickly. Not that you guys can see it much, because it's covered up by everything. Mary Faye says, part of the point of group projects is that you can see everyone's style, so thicker line art than other people's is fine. Yeah, I know, but I think, oh, there's someone in the Discord who has done a lot of chibis, which I'm like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. And I just haven't had a lot of practice with drawing chibis, so I'm not really sure where to start. And I'm probably definitely getting things sort of wrong, getting proportions wrong, but I'm having fun. Sorry, my voice is going, guys. I'm gonna have another sip of water. I suppose the beauty of digital is that if I hate these lines, I can always go back over and do them again. And again, I'm being really bad, guys, and I am doing this all on one layer because I'm being a rebel. But also, I do a lot of that with my big sketches. I do it all on like very few layers because it sort of allows the colours to blend a bit. Let me see if I can open. Sorry guys, that is full art that I've been working on, and group art. Let me have a look. But yeah, I don't use an awful lot of layers. So Karis, if you saw the time lapse for your drawing, that was on very few layers in total. It all sort of mushed together. Best place for a chibi, a circle. I'm a bit lost with that one. Karis, I'm sorry. I think the stream's a little bit behind and I'm a bit behind with reading. Let me just quickly go back to my concept art and get some colour matching going on. 1 second guys, I'm just pulling up some colours. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is my... I'm just quickly like checking to see if I've got the colours correct. Probably not. You'd think with how many times I'd drawn this character that I would have it correct by now, but I don't. Let's see. I like to blend a lot of colours into the hair, like when I'm doing sort of like anything near the face, I like to sort of blend the skin tone into the hair. I think it sort of softens the look of the hair a bit, which I think is nice. I'm gonna try and do that here. I think everything's just gonna be mushed together, guys. And hopefully it will be somewhat cohesive and nice. And I did remember to actually do the little heart strand of hair this time because sometimes stupidly I forget it. Karis, I was struggling with Tribly. Oh, the best is dark as the circle. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes. That makes sense. Yes. They're all chibis are very round. And I'm just not used to drawing it. A lot of my traditional art is also very like, I draw very like thin faces as well. So like with this, it's quite, I mean this is sort of round, but it's not particularly what I'm used to, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just sort of taking it as I go. It's actually not quite the colour that I want. Let's go a little bit darker. There we go. I might actually just go back in and sort of thin out the line art again. Or what I'll do potentially also is I'll use this as like a practice go and do another go tomorrow morning or whenever I next have some time off. We'll see how it goes. I'm not loving it right now, but I also know that it's not finished, so Kara says, your characters make me think of, I don't know how you pronounce that, Tsubasa and Cardcaptors. I know Cardcaptors though. That's really nice. I'm happy about that. I feel like that's a really nice thing to be compared to. So Iris says, my uni offers VTuber modelling and rigging as an elective, but I can't choose it yet. Whoa, that sounds so much fun. Oh my goodness, if I did any sort of like art or animation in uni, I would have so gone for that. That sounds like so much fun. Oh my goodness. Honestly, it's times like this where I'm like, oh, I kind of wish that I went into art a little bit. But that said, I did have a lot of fun on my law course. I just wish that I would get a job in the field. That said, no, I'm having a lot of fun here too, but getting jobs is difficult, guys. It's difficult in right now, but that's all right. Kara says, if you like Cardcaptor Sakura, you'll like Tsubasa. Okay, I'll give it a watch then. I've been really bad and I haven't actually been watching a lot of anything recently. Or maybe that's a good thing, I don't know. But I just haven't really found the time, or I don't know, I guess the need to watch an awful lot. I've just been doing loads of art really, which has been nice. It's been quite refreshing to just do this really. Is that the hat? That's the hat. Okay, fixing the layers that I'm not going to bother naming because I'm silly like that. I don't really want to delete the hair, so I'm just gonna do that. And we'll go over it and pretend like I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't do the underneath of the hat, which is like a ish, sort of like this colour. I'll work on it, guys. I'll work on it. It looks messy right now, I know. Emka? I don't know if that's the full name. Hello, welcome and thank you for joining. We're just drawing some chibis right now. you'll have to. I know some people's names are different on YouTube than they are to Twitch. So if you're a regular, please let me know. And if you're not, hello and welcome to the stream. Hopefully you find it fun here. We're just having a little bit of a relaxing time. There's no cat in the cat cam right now. Very sorry, guys. In fact, I'll turn it off if he comes back, I'll put it back on. But yeah, hello and welcome. As you can see, my chibi model is coming along, but semi-badly. And I'm hoping I will improve on chibi models as I go along with future ones. Particularly for the... I mean, I'll put a lot more effort into the ones I do for the emotes, because I really want those to be good. Not to say I'm not putting effort into this one, but I'm just sort of chilling tonight, really. I have no major stresses, and I don't want to cause myself stress either. Okay, what I'm gonna do actually is go over the top of all of this and start just doing that. And hoping that I can make the colours sort of mesh in a bit better. I think I want some pinks in there. I always see like some really lovely art styles where they just sort of they put like these blues and pinks and like purples all in their drawings, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I want that. I want that in my life. It looks lovely. Do some darker colours down here. That wasn't probably the right one to choose, but I think I probably need a red. I don't know if colour theory, guys, if you can tell. I'm just sort of winging it. And also, I tend to go over the top of my drawings and just like do this line art that I've done, the really thick line art. I'll probably go over it again and refine it again. Because that is what I feel makes it look more polished for me. I need to do the eyes. Winging it is best fun. Yes, I agree. Sometimes, like, it's nice to do things in a dedicated manner sometimes, but also it can get stressful quite quickly. And that's why I'm just having fun here. Just having fun. I want to, like, make these lashes look more colourful, I think, because in my initial sketch I sort of put other colours in there. I don't know if I'll have the pixels for doing lashes like that, but I'll just sort of draw a couple in and then I can always edit it later. Maybe I'll put some like dark blues on the end just to add a bit of a gradient. But again, I'll like refine this in a little bit, I think. I might do like a deeper brown at the top here. And oh my god, mouths. How do you draw mouths? How do all these people draw mouths? They've gone for like a reddish colour. Pink. Oh god, I don't know. I don't actually, because yeah, my character doesn't really have a mouth. Or at least it didn't. And now it's got a mouth. I'm still kind of unnerved by it. But we are going to have the talking rat, who I still need to work on. It's coming along, but it's coming along slowly with the rat. Because I'm working on a different pose. Karis, I feel so dumb. Heart eye sisters, let's go. Yeah, my character has heart pupils. This, you can kind of see it here in my oh, that's one of the other projects that I need to work on. What in my actual VTuber model, it's you can properly see the heart eyes. Do you guys want to see a little sneak peek of the final design, or do you not want to be spoiled? Because I can bring it up. I just don't want to. I don't want to spoil you if you want to leave it fully secret. You're back now. You lagged out. Oh, I'm really sorry. Yeah, it could also just be the internet on my end is super laggy. I'm really sorry about that. Iris, you can add an emoji reaction speech bubble in place of the mouth, I think. Ooh. Yeah, actually. I like that. I like that. Let me get rid of this. I tried to do little Animal Crossing, like, I don't know if you sound like when they're really stressed out, the little like drops at the side here. I don't know if that was a good impression. You guys are probably like, what does she mean? I'm a big Animal Crossing fan, guys. But I tried to do like the little worried Animal Crossing things on the side here. Hopefully that came across. It was the internet, but everything seems to work now. Okay, that's good. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, no, but we have previously had some internet troubles. In fact, many internet troubles, so please forgive me if things end up cutting out. I need to sort of put in some skin tones like here and maybe merging into the sleeve a little bit, because I think these sleeves are too dark as they are now. Maybe a little bit of white on the ends. Just sort of mushing it all together, mushing all the colours, maybe a little bit of light blue. It's just kind of whatever I fancy on the day, really, with colours, and I think that's what makes it fun. I just rock up and do whatever. With these wisteria, I think they need a little bit of like, a little bit of pink maybe. On the end of the hat I've actually got wisteria hanging off as well. I don't know if you guys can see that there. I'm gonna colour swatch this just so I can get it right. Okay. The colours look a little bit more where I'd want them, so with that in mind, I'm gonna try and neaten it up now so it doesn't look like so much of a hot mess. Right, my favourite brush, I don't know if you can see it over the side because my character is covering it up. It's called the Pon Pon brush and it's on Clip Studio. If you have Clip Studio, I would highly recommend it. It's like a beautiful, really like soft, it's good for everything. It's good for blending, it's good for line art. I've never had issues with this brush in my life. It's wonderful. But I'm just going to use it to sort of mush everything out, make it look a little bit more palatable, because everyone's done such a good job. It would be a really shame if mine was really bad. Okay. I think thinner lineup might be the way to go, but that eye needs some work before I start drawing any of that in. Okay, I'm gonna try and bring back like the sad eye. A little bit more dark, I think, would be how to do it. I think that's too pink. We'll go more of this colour. That's better. Draw in some of the lashes. Iris, yours is turning out so good. Ooh. I wouldn't be so sure of that. It's just a bit of a like a muddle of colours right now, but I'm not too mad at it, if that makes sense. I think it could be worse, but it could be better. But I'm just gonna like work on it, keep adding to it, and then hopefully get to a state where I'm more happy with it. I'm gonna try and add these stars as well while I still remember. I added I'm really worried about rigging the eyes on my actual model because the amount of layers in the eyes, it's almost as much as the hair, which is saying something because I have like 50 layers for the hair, which is going to be so terrifying to rig, but I'm really excited. I'm going to actually start, because Live 2D Cubism gives a free trial for 40, I think it's either 45 or 42 days. So I'm actually going to make the most of that by starting off with a free model that's like a very lovely YouTuber has done, and just practicing on that before I go crazy with mine, because it could just end up making it worse if I go in straight with mine and not know what I'm doing. I might just get frustrated. These eyes are not turning out how I wanted them. I think I've made them point in the wrong directions. Don't love that. Sometimes my eyes just end up looking boss-eyed and then I have to go back in and fix them. Yeah, it'll do. Maybe I'll make this come down a little bit. Try and draw the love hearts without making them look cross-eyed. Yeah, it'll do. It'll do. Is anyone else drawing at the minute? I don't know if you're active in the Discord because I've muted it for a little bit, because otherwise while I'm on stream it has a tendency to just go off all the time and kind of distract me with like bing bing bing. So if you guys are doing something, please let me know because I would love to see it. I think that's actually too many dots in the eyes. Maybe I think I need like a bit of a glow in there. I probably should do this later, but I'm gonna do it now because I'm impatient. Sort of add like a... Yeah, that works a bit better. Iris says you're working on the lip sync animation. Oh my goodness. That sounds like it would be quite difficult. I don't even know the sort of like the shapes of the mouth, if you will. But I'm sure there's lots of really good guides out there. That's what I love about like YouTube and the art community so much, is that there's always such lovely kind people who do just end up making guides for people like me who don't know what they're doing for the life of them. It's really nice. But yeah, sorry guys, this is going to be a bit of a rambly one because I'm just very tired today. But I did want to do a stream, and I do want to keep trying to do regular streams as well. Because even if we do have technical issues, I do quite enjoy just hanging out with you guys. It's nice. That's better. I feel like that's a bit more droopy. My favourite skin colour line art, brownie red. We're going in with that. I also didn't add the... My character now has like what I'm just calling deer spots on their cheeks. Still really thick line art on my part, but I'll work on it. I'll work on it. Maybe if I go in, thin this out a little bit by going with more colour. It doesn't look too bad. I say doubtfully. Thin the hair out a little bit. I'm always really curious. I wonder what other people's how they draw their chibis. I feel like it would be such a different process to what I've got going currently. Because my process is really haphazard, I'd say. You can see this is really clean, and I'd like to have a style like that, but it just ends up not doing that. M says, I'm working on my worry stones. Ah, you were the one that made the worry stones. Oh my goodness, yes. You reminded me that I had a bunch of unused clay because I was using it for making I really love like folk and fantasy, and so I was in the process of making a bunch of little creatures, almost like what you'd see in like Holly Black's books, like little tiny folk, or in the Spiderwick Chronicles, like these little, they had like little dandelion fairies and flower fairies. I wanted to make a bunch of those for my room because my room is covered in like sort of fake vines and like wisteria plants. It looks a bit like an enchanted forest, but probably a little bit messy, and I had a bunch of clay to do that, but I never actually finished the project, so maybe I'll do that. Marie Faye, I just keep drawing poses until I decide I want to do my group project based off that pose, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Like, you know, it doesn't have to come instantly. There's no rush as well with the group projects. It's just whatever you feel like. You know, as you guys know, I've been really bad with it and I've been really delayed. But you have to forgive me. I've been a little bit busy with work. But I do love doing these projects. I think they're really fun. Don't know if that's quite what I wanted with the hair there. My new model has got an awful lot of like hair strands everywhere, and I'm hoping that I can sort of replicate that to a degree here. It's going okay. It's going okay. Not like a... I was gonna draw like a little like... No, I'm not loving that. I'm gonna thin out this hair a little bit as well and make it look a bit more in line with everyone else's. I also almost always keep the rough sketch underneath because it helps. You can see there's all like sorts of scribbles, but it almost helps make the line art look a bit softer. And I really, on my drawings, I don't like having harsh line art a lot, unless it's for like, you know, they're like, I do a lot of sort of swirly things. In that case, I do like harsh line art because it's necessary to sort of figure out the shapes, but a lot of the time I try and sort of merge things and make it look soft. I love working with clay, but also hate it because of the tiny details. Yeah, I'm with you with that one. I know there's like loads of different types of clay. I've also got specifically doll making clay because I have too many hobbies, which is a bit difficult to work with, but very interesting. It's from Japan. They use it specifically for making ball joint dolls, and it's such an odd texture. It's almost like airy, but really fun to work with, but a little bit expensive. But yes, the details are a nightmare sometimes. Iris, I'm super new to sculpting. What kind of clay do I use? Off the top of my head, oh my goodness, I can't remember. If I get them out later because they're all in my cupboard, I will send you some pictures. But I have like several different brands for several different things, and they all have very different textures. Some of them need baking, some of them you can just leave to air dry. It kind of depends on what you're trying to make as well. But it's always a good like idea that if you want to try clay, I think, at least where we are in the UK, you can get like a block of like grey clay, I think for a couple of pounds, and just trying your hand with that, like it's good fun, honestly. It gets messy, but it's a really good way to sort of introduce yourself to like what it feels like to work with and like the techniques that you might need as well. Lots of fun. Binary Rodent, one of my favourite pens is running out. No! Oh my goodness. What kind of pens do you use? Are you using it for line art or is it for colouring? No, oh my goodness. I remember well, I still use them but not so much at the minute. I have Copic markers, and when I bought them like ages ago, because I have a sort of set list of characters from my books that I drew over and over and over again. Eventually these pens run out and I was so sad because getting replacements, you'd have to buy either the individual pen or the like an entire ink like bottle to refill it, and it was so expensive it made me want to cry. I'm using Sculpey. Yeah, that's a good one. I really like it because it's not air dry clay and you don't have to stress about the time. Yeah, that's another thing as well. Like if you're working on a time thing, then on a time basis, then you have to keep that in mind. If it's something you want to come back to, then there's other clothes that might be a better fit for you. But yeah, if you do like happen to get your hands on some cheap clay, like I think it's a good way to sort of experiment. At least for me, I found that was a good introduction, and I made a like a bust up statue of one of my book characters because I'm a weirdo like that. And I really like my characters that I make. But I was sort of like, when I was making it at the time, I was going off like the idea, because it's a really like ancient character, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe someone made a little sculpture of him like back in ancient times, and that would be what it looks like. And I like to just have fun with it like that. I don't know, let my imagination go wild. Yeah. I don't love, again, these are too thick for my liking. I'm going to thin down these sleeves. Just sort of blend in the colours a little bit so it looks a little bit more cohesive. And the eyes as well. The eyes need more details. This is not it, guys. This is not it for me. Maybe if I just actually go in with just a blue. You can get rid of some of the stars a little bit, maybe. Stella, I apologize if you're onto this, but are you a finger artist? I don't know what that means. Can you elaborate on that one for me? Because I've never heard of that before. It could just be like the terminology that we use isn't matching. But no, I haven't heard of that. So please let me know. Let me draw these hearts back in. Don't love the way it's looking. Maybe I need to just colour them in. Maybe that's my problem. Like, do you use a stylus or your finger? Oh, for digital, no, I use a stylus. So, I have I believe it's a Huin canvas. I saved up for ages to get this, but I have had a lot of friends convincing me to use like what's the art program called? You can get it on your phone, and it looks really fun. I know it would definitely be like it would feel a bit strange coming from like that, but also really convenient in the sense that I can just do it on the go. Because if you don't know about Huion tablets, is that you have to connect them to something, so they're not like a separate monitor, or they're not their own monitor and like processor like a normal tablet. They're just essentially a monitor, which means they don't have any sort of like processing power or anything. They just display. Pretty bad explanation, but it's a bit of a nightmare because I can't really draw on the go. It's just always stuck in my room. Is it Ibis? Kika says, yes, Ibis is the one I'm thinking of. Binary Rodent says that you were using a fine liner pen from a pack of 12 that you got from your friends, and I'm using it for filling in the hair. Oh, well, hopefully, really hoping that you finish the hair before it does fully run out. Because otherwise that would be a massive pain. I'm still not loving these eyes. There's something about it that I'm just not gelling with. Maybe I need like the whites of the sclera to sort of make it come together. And maybe I need... Let me get my... I said I wouldn't do hard lines, but I'm gonna do it quickly. Don't love that either. I really struggle with the eyes, and then eventually something clicks and I like it, but I haven't found that yet. Maybe some blues. I just add a bunch of colours and then sort of pray. Yeah. I hope that answers your question about sort of what I use to draw. Or at least, yeah, digitally. With traditional, I dabble in all sorts of media. I do watercolors, I use Copics, I do a lot of pencil sketches. I can show you some. I think some of you might have already seen my pencil sketches. Let me get the hopefully it still works, the camera back up, and I can just bring that out for you for a second. Hold on guys, bear with me. Just open my drawers and find where on earth I've actually put all my sketchbooks. If they're not here, then we'll do it for another day. No, it's here. Sorry guys, you can hear me like rustling around in my many drawers. So you can kind of see that in my sketchbook I do a lot of different things. Also guys, I highly recommend transparent sticky notes because if you want to add stuff, like look at that, that's so good. I have, I don't know if I can show that one because I think that needs a little bit more. Like I have, these are all notes from my book, so ignore them. Again, like I kind of just use a bit of everything really. This is another one that I did recently. Yeah, I kind of, my sketches are kind of everywhere. Iris says those are so pretty, thank you. I really do love, there's something that I can't quite like get in digital with traditional sketching, like the satisfaction of filling up a notebook page is really nice. I can't get that sort of feeling with digital at all. I know there are ways of replicating like a notebook spread, but for me I just haven't found it yet. God guys, I'm struggling with this chibi. The eyes are not eyeing for me. Maybe I which I'm chronically struggling with. Will I get them right ever? Who knows? Because my pupils on my actual character are quite small, but here everything's sort of huge. I've sort of lost the star on this one. Maybe I'll do like a wibbly face. No. Iris says, my first year of uni, they had us learn all kinds of traditional mediums. We even had to learn Chinese ink. Whoa! I mean, that sounds kind of fun and also intimidating at the same time, I'd say. Like on the one hand, I think I'd love to learn Chinese ink, and there was definitely a time where I absolutely wanted to. But I feel like it would probably put people off at the same time because some people just really don't gel with certain mediums, and that is fine. What did you have to do to like, was it like certain courses? Did you have to like pass them, or did you just have to try everything? Because I don't know. And also, like, was there teachers that specialized in these things for like every class? I'm so curious. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't do art school, so I'm genuinely just, I'm so curious about everything. I'm gonna add a little bit of pink, I think, to the cheeks here and to the hands. You have to draw still lifes. Oh my goodness. So that was your like, oh my goodness, method of like passing then? Oh my goodness. But it sounds, at the same time, it sounds fun. I kind of wish I just had that sort of experience. Like I'd love to know what that classroom would have been like. I'm sure it was incredibly stressful though. Just like any sort of assignment. Oh my goodness me. Maybe one day in life I will get the opportunity to have a go at it. And maybe with the new series as well, I can pick up some things and you guys can learn with me. But I'm sure some of you have already also had enough of learning. Right, I'm going back in and just sort of, like I did with my VTuber model really, carving out details of this hat to making it thin down a bit. And I'm gonna try and also draw the wisteria on this hat as well. I'm not actually very good at drawing wisteria, I kind of just guess and hope for the best. That's not really good at like rendition of wisteria, what I've done there. But it might do for now, just as like a silly little drawing. Something that I was struggling with my VTuber model was actually figuring out where to do line art, because I had a lot of like foliage, let's just say that. I had a lot of foliage on my model, and I didn't know whether to leave some of it unlined or whether it would look better with line art, just to provide more definition. And hopefully I've struck the right balance with the final design, but I will be curious to see what you guys think when it actually comes out. Because yeah, it took me a while to figure out the foliage and the hat on the VTuber model, and rigging of it is going to be probably a little bit crazy. Kika, that reminds you what you did for your AP art class, which you made a comic that was 11 pages. Oh my goodness, that sounds really fun. Iris, you should show us. I agree. If you want to show us, I'm sure we'd all love to see it. Oh, that sounds super fun to make a comic. I think I've made, like, when I was much younger, I made some for fun, but my goodness, they were not very good. Just your classic, like, teenager just trying to experiment with things comic. A lot of stuff about fairies, a lot of stuff about mythology. I was obsessed with Percy Jackson, so there was a lot of like what I'd call spin-off Percy Jackson elements to a lot of my work. Kika, you posted it in the art chat. Oh, was that you? Oh my goodness. Yes, I saw that. That was so cool. I'm always in awe at how talented you guys all are. It's so incredible. Also, let me have a quick look at the time. We're at 13. Okay, we'll go for about 15 more minutes because I'm tired. Karis, Percy Jackson is great. Yes. Have you seen the latest series, Karis? I haven't actually finished it. I was watching it with my sister, and then my sister had to go back to uni, so I never ended up finishing it. But I really liked all that I did watch, and I'm anxious to start watching again at some point. So hopefully, she can come back from uni, and then I can have another excuse to also watch it with her. Karis, yeah. Oh my god, I don't know if you also watched the movies. I remember liking the movies growing up as a kid, but also having read the books, I was like, that didn't happen like that, and I was so critical of them. But they were good in their own right, in some capacity. Like, they were silly, but it was kind of around that time where there was loads of sort of things like that coming out. I think we had Maze Runner as well. It was a good time for movies, even if like not all of it was impeccable media. You dislike what they did with Annabeth? Is that in the movie or in the series, Karis? Because I remember I think in the second movie I had some issues or something with something. The second movie wasn't that brilliant, but that's okay. You know, it is what it is. Yes to both. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But it is what it is. I feel like there would be a lot more for me, you know, like to say that I liked about than to complain. And also, you know, I think Rick Riordan having like a hand in the casting as well, and also the say in how it went, I think that helped like make it turn out really nice overall. Yeah, I really liked it. It was really nostalgic to me, and I was happy to finally see a series that I grew up with sort of turned into something like that. I know we had the movie, but it was really good. I'm sort of, you guys can see what I'm doing with these sleeves, and they're kind of just merging into the hands at this point. I don't even know what's going on. And I'm still almost inclined to make a mouth, even though my character doesn't really have one. I'm aware that I'm like overlapping other people's drawings. I am going to delete my overlap afterwards so other people's drawings are in front, but while I'm drawing the whole thing, it's just easier to see what I'm doing. I'm not going to draw like the gabillion of wisteria that I've got on this either. I can't be bothered. Actually, maybe with this one, I'll try and be neater to the lines. There we go. Binary Rodent just posted the drawing I was working on the Art for Streams. Oh, okay. Do you mind if I bring it up then quickly? I mean, I say do you mind? We have a general rule that if it's up in Art for Streams, that it should you have consented to bringing it up. So I am gonna bring it up quickly. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Bring it up, guys. Prepare your eyes. Prepare your eyes. Look how nice this is! Look how cute! And you did that all with... Oh, everyone is so talented here. Everyone is so talented here. I feel like looking at my bad drawing, I'm like, oh. I hope it's achieved some of like the general softness that I aspire to create though. It certainly seems less, yeah, less, what was the word? I don't know, it seems less polished than the other ones, but maybe that's not such a bad thing. I'm gonna try and get rid of some of these lines to the bottom here. And I've lost the line art. Is it this one? No. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Get rid of some of that line art. That's a bit better. I think I could draw like a... I could draw a face where it's like kind of maybe tearing up a little bit. Maybe I need to make the brows look more worried. Maybe that's my problem. I feel like it's lacking the expression that I want. Although seeing how with the on and off, it's a nice difference. You can kind of see the progress that we've made. That's what I like about doing it all in one layer. Maybe it causes pain, but you can see all the progress at the end of it. Do a little chain of pearls here. There's supposed to be one here, but whether I actually end up drawing that is a different question. That's not so bad. A little bit wonky. Mel, hello. Not everything can be polished. Taking your time and having fun is the most important. Yes, I agree. It's, yeah. I mean, this project to me, this little thing, it's just a fun little thing. It's a way to unwind and relax after a long day for me. And I'm just having fun. So it's nice. And hopefully you guys are also having fun with whatever you're doing. Hopefully you're nice and relaxed. I know some of you are looking after people, but yeah. Whether it's day or morning or night, I hope you're having a nice time. I'm gonna draw a really bad butterfly here. Terrible butterfly. Maybe I can draw like little... I don't know about the mouth still. I'm not sure. Karis, you brought a friend. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. It's so lovely to see how this community is growing as well. Oh my goodness. Like, I can't, like, it feels like it was only yesterday when we had, what, like 10 Discord members, and now there's like actually loads of us. And I know some of us like don't attend the streams, and that's perfectly fine, but it is like so nice to see how the art community is growing. It's really, really lovely. Oh, are you guys, I'm so like, I'm so curious, like, do you, I know I've told some of you the VTuber like lore, but do you have any inclination of what I've got going on at all? I'm so curious. Kara says because you're soft and comfy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my main aim is to just hopefully create a nice chill environment for everyone. I'm really sorry as well, you can probably hear my voice is going. I'll try and remember to drink. I don't know what expression to make this. I'm gonna do it on a different layer because this one I actually don't know. No, don't love that. I think I kind of like that. Sort of like a bit worried. I don't actually know if my character would have teeth, but but Mel, hello, and also welcome. You say I sound extremely sweet and soft. Oh, thank you. That makes me happy. I have often been told, and maybe, I mean, not that it's a bad thing, but I've been told that my voice sounds very masculine. So yeah, sorry if it confuses you. But I sort of got a lot of that growing up because I don't have a particularly high-pitched voice. It's quite low. It's at a low decibel. Mel, you personally don't know much, but you don't mind. Oh, well, that's very sweet. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of work on this mouth, and then I think I know it's only been a short one, but I've got to go to the city very early tomorrow, so I probably won't stay too long. Or too much longer. Maybe I'll do like a little tongue in there, like a little heart tongue. Yeah, that'll do. I don't know if with this character whether... No, that looks really weird if I try and do like a coloured lip. I think I'll just have to keep it simple for the mouth. Did chibis normally have noses, guys? I'm looking and I'm not certain that they do. I think maybe just drawing lines across here and implying a nose is the best way forward for me right now. Yeah, like that. Iris, masculine, you didn't see it at all. Yeah, I got it a lot growing up. Maybe it was just kids being kids, but yeah, I was told a lot that I sounded very masculine. Which I can kind of see it, especially like listening to my voice and recording, and so I'm like, oh god, that's low. I'm trying to see how I fit in with the rest of them, and it's very different. I suppose that's not a bad thing though. Again, sort of showcasing everyone's different styles, different ways of drawing, and maybe with a bit of practice I'll get into my own sort of style for chibi drawing. I think that would be fun. Trying to blend this in, but I'm not doing a very good job of it. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. Mel, be sure to hydrate. Yes, my tea's running out, which probably means it's going to be the end of the stream soon. Mel says, you won't be the one to tell me anything like that. I personally struggle with the opposite, people refusing to accept I'm a man on the phone because I have a high-pitched voice. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Also, forgive me, do you want me to call you Mal, or is there a different name? Because I know some people prefer to be called other things, and I just want to make sure everyone is comfortable here. So do let me know if there's something else you want me to call you. Because I sort of just... And also, again, sorry guys, might be a little bit of dyslexia in me. I read things wrong all the time. If I get your name wrong, I'm really sorry. But yes. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling with these sleeves. I'm gonna do more work on this off stream tomorrow, I think, but hopefully you guys are somewhat happy with the progress that I've made today and it hasn't been too boring and I haven't driven you all to sleep. Because I'm aware not every stream is particularly like riveting, it's just sort of me nattering away to you guys. Also I know there's a couple of people who were just on Twitch exclusively and I don't know if they'll come back to YouTube, and hopefully they manage to like catch up with the streams, but it's okay if they don't. Mel says, Mel is my preferred name, but thank you for asking. Okay, lovely to know, lovely to know. And also don't feel obliged to like attend the streams, absolutely fine. You know, people go and like come and go all the time. We had people joining at the start for like a couple of minutes. Honestly, I'm always just grateful that, you know, people just drop by and say hi. It makes my day. But everyone's busy, you know. I totally get that not everyone can attend the stream. Karis, you work, and I'm sure you work very hard as well. So I always appreciate when you drop in, and don't ever feel pressured to turn up to every stream ever. No pressure at all, guys. I'm thinking maybe I need like a, maybe not that colour, but like a eyelids sort of thing going on. That makes them look angry. I don't want them to look angry. I will fix this probably at some point. See, now I'm not sure if I like the mouth. I kind of want to get rid of it. I think I like it better. I'm gonna duplicate the layer in case I do want to use it, but I think I'm gonna get rid of the mouth. Mel says you're so sweet. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna remember to save this. Let's have a look at the time. Okay, it is 9:30 for me, guys, which means I should probably get to bed soon. Really sorry that this has been sort of like a, yeah, it's been a really slow stream. I haven't got an awful lot done, but I hope you guys have managed to enjoy yourself, that you've either been productive if you want to be productive, or just relax. Again, I appreciate everyone turning up. You all mean so much to me. But yes, I think I'm gonna have to call it. I think I'm gonna have to call it soon, guys. So I'll just quickly check over the other streams in case anyone has posted there. But if not, I'll probably bring this stream to a close soon. Let me have a quick look. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, the Discord has been busy. But yes, Karis, go hydrate and relax. Yes, I think I will. My voice he's suffering. But again, thank you everyone for joining the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who's new. Thank you for everyone who is returning. I don't know whether it's day or night, or maybe it's the middle of the day, who knows. But I hope you have a wonderful time, whatever it is, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Yeah, goodbye.